Hello, greetings and salutations again. Today is Monday, January 28th, 2019. It is day 28 of my keto cut. It's the beginning of the fifth week. I didn't really do a video last week. Things got a little hectic, so I'm doing it now. So, here's what's going on. Um, Made some changes. Well, let's talk about the weight stuff first. Basically, I'm right at 20 pounds lost for the cut. I'm averaging out my weight for the week. I'm checking my weight every day, but I'm averaging out my weight for the week to determine whether or not I'm still on track, whether or not everything is still moving at the 2 to 3 pound pace that I want to be at, and everything is good. So I'm right at 20 pounds, like right around 20 pounds of weight loss from the start, which is perfect. That first 10 was bloat. And after that, I've been hitting that 2 to 3 pound mark every week, and that's perfect. And that means that my cut is going exactly the way I want it to be going. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about the long term goals that I want to be setting for myself. Like, why am I actually doing this cut? And like, what are my goals for the year for my fitness, my health, like, and how am I using this cut to get there, basically? And I kind of went into the cut. I wanted to start the cut and kind of develop some of this as I went along. But I wanted to hit that New Year energy, and start working it right away. And what I've decided is that I want to lose. And I've been talking about it a little bit. I want to lose about 80 pounds this year. 85 pounds. I started it to 86.6 for this cut on January 1st, right? I want to get down to about 200 um, by the end of the year, and that is completely doable following this 2 to 3 pound loss per week, like I uh, like I kind of set up for myself. So doing a deeper state keto, and the way the deeper state keto program as written, the way it's set up as written, is like a 12-week thing, and at 2 to 3 pounds per week, I would have to go a lot longer than 12 weeks to reach 85 pounds, right? So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to use this deeper state keto thing to reach my goals. Now, you could just go longer, right? Um, for 85 pounds at 2 pounds a week, it's like 40 weeks, all right? That's a long time to be going in a calorie deficit that low. And the way it's set up, it wouldn't work that way because your body pushes back. When you start putting your body in this calorie deficit for such a long time, it pushes back. And what will happen is that's why everybody gets uh, plateaus, like weight loss plateaus, and lowering your calories even more and even more is setting you up for more metabolic damage. And I'm not trying to go back down that road. So I've been doing some research on the best way to handle a situation where you need to diet longer and how to make that work for you, right? So I came across this research on diet breaks, which is very interesting. And basically, what they found was uh, if you diet, put yourself in a caloric deficit for a certain amount of time, and then every now and then go back up to maintenance, you can kind of push back. You can kind of hold off some of that metabolic adaptation that happens. You can hold off some of the slowdown that happens. And so the way they did it, they put the test subjects in a 1 week calorie deficit and followed by a 1 week um, diet break, which brought them back to maintenance, not surplus maintenance, like what they're supposed to be eating to stay the same weight. And they did this over time, and what they found is that for each week dieted, they lost like 50% more fat than the group who dieted straight through at a calorie deficit straight through, right? So basically, it's more efficient to do it that way, to take breaks every now and then. Now, I'm not going. I have no that 1 week on, 1 week off is not. That takes a lot. A lot. That would be a little bit much for me. But what I think I want to do now, what I'm doing now, is I'm going to try this approach of taking diet breaks, and I want to set it up in a way that's cyclical, right? So when I lift weights in a cyclical fashion where my weights and my reps and all of that increase for a few weeks, then I back down, let my body catch up, and then do it again. Let your body catch up and do it again. That way you can continue to work hard and you never fry your system out, right? Same with cardio. Build up, then back off, let your body kind of heal up. Active recovery, a lot of people will call it. And so I've decided to do the same thing for my diet, my nutrition. And so basically, this is kind of a evolution of this whole deeper state keto, because this is not how they wrote the program, but this is how I need to tweak the program to make it work for my goals, specific goals. And I'm testing it out, right? So I just finished 4 weeks of being in a calorie deficit, and it worked perfectly. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. But already, I can start to feel some of the slowdown, right? So my workouts, same workouts, are getting a little harder because my body is starting to kind of need some extra energy, right? My caffeine intake is up real high because when you don't have as much energy in your system, right? So you give yourself a boost to kind of pump you up. And and so what I've decided to do is take this week. And so this is actually the second day now for me because I included Sunday. But I'm taking everything back a step and give myself a recovery phase, like a break. And so what I've done is recalculated my maintenance calories. So how much should I be eating if I don't want to lose weight or gain weight? And that basically, my macros are the same. So I'm still eating 80% fat, 20%, well, like 19% protein and like 1% carbs, basically. Um, my macros are the same. My workouts, I cut my cardio in half, and that'll give me a chance to rest my legs and that kind of thing. Cut my workouts down about 30%. My weight workouts about 30% because that'll help my muscles to recover. And I've increased my calories by about 500 a day. And I was also fasting on Sundays. I didn't fast, which adds in another 3,000 calories for the week, which should put me at maintenance for the week. And what I want to do with that is basically I want to do it for 4 weeks. Each of these cycles in 4 weeks. So 3 weeks in a calorie deficit, 1 week in a calorie maintenance level. Do it again. Do it again. And what that means is that if I'm able to maintain my weight at this maintenance level, if I can go into next week with the same weight average that I started this week with, then that means I should be able to drop back into a deficit and pick it up where I left off, right? And if I'm able to do that, then the goal is the same: 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 pounds per week. And if I lose 2 to 3 pounds per week, that would just mean that I would need to get a certain amount of weeks in before I reach my goal. And my thing was picking a deadline, right? Because I knew that I was gonna need these 40 weeks or however long to reach my goals at my 2 to 3 pounds per week thing, right? So I decided that I don't want to be dieting around the holidays. I'm not doing this, when November gets here, we have Thanksgiving, Christmas time. I'm not going to be on a diet. So it's over. I'm trying to get all of this done by November 1st, which means that I can basically do one of these cycles per month enough times to get this weight off of me by that period. I'm going to test it out, and we're going to see how it works. So far, it's working fine. Like, I'm just eating a little bit more. And I'm also going to give my body a break off of caffeine. You see me blinking, man. I got a headache because I haven't had any caffeine all day because I need to give my body some time off of caffeine because I have been consuming way too much. But that's the update. Weight loss is going fine. I'm on a break right now for the next, I got 5 more days, so everything kicks back up on Sunday. And I'm going to see how this works. And if it continues to work, I'm going to continue to do it. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to try something else. But I hope all is well. I hope you all are blessed. And I will talk to you another time.